Y'all know what to do. Go ahead, double tap in. Tell me what program you are in. RN, LPN, BSN, accelerated, bridge, whatever it is. Let me know what you are studying. If you're not in nursing, you just want to come and hang out with us, that's cool too. Or if you're in another health profession field like pharmacy, respiratory, EMTs, some even pre-med, come and hang out with us and study. So y'all let me know what you got going on. I need y'all to come in, double tap, share with your friends. Let them know that we are studying. Christmas is done, son. And January is fastly approaching. So what's that mean? A new semester, a new dosage calculations competency test coming up, and we're gonna rock it, okay? Hey, Lantra. Hello. Hey, everybody. Y'all go ahead, double tap in and share the live. And go ahead, drop a puzzle piece in the chat if you rolling with me. Come on now. Respiratory therapist, now studying BSN this February. Oh, how cool is that? You're gonna have a real good advantage. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're gonna be so valuable. Hey, Vivian. Hey, Jasmine. BSN starting in January. Okay, that's what's up. January. Yes, a new semester. A new semester is on the way, child. Y'all go ahead and double tap in. Drop a puzzle piece in the chat if you're rolling with me and you're ready to go. I am Nurse C, a blessed RN, and I'm your friendly neighborhood local RN who is a dosage calculations tutor, and I aim to get everybody to become a nurse on this side of TikTok because we're going to defeat dosage. We did it all 24 and we're going to do it all 2025. So y'all come on in. I'm preparing my teas. Okay, cool. Studying anatomy and physiology. Hey, Toy. Hey, y'all. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I know y'all see what's in the background. So nervous. It's the book. It's ready. I'm so nervous. I actually feel how Erica Badu got up on the mic and she said, keep in mind I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff. Yeah, it's here. It's here. The puzzle piece book. The puzzle piece approach to dimensional analysis. It's finally live. Y'all been asking me for a workbook. I've been working on it for so long and pouring over it and just trying to get it ready. It's here. And for everybody who is on this live tonight, I'm going to give you a promo code. So if you want to get the PDF version, it will be 20% off for my loyal study buddies. Thank you. Yes, but come on in. Let's get ready to do it. So when I came on last week, what did we do? We did just some intermittent sessions, and several people asked me to do heparin, safe dose range, BSA, and weight base. So that's what I got queued up for us tonight. Y'all ready? Let's put some puzzle pieces in this chat. Double tap and share the live for me. I appreciate it. We're already at 1.4K likes. All right. Appreciate it. All right. Let's get it queued up. Yes. Okay. So what are we doing? Where is my album? I hope everybody had a blessed holiday. Christmas should never ever in the evers of ever come in the middle of the week again, because oh my gosh, what in the world? Okay. Thank you. This will be on YouTube. So everybody who is new here, I do have a YouTube channel. Okay. The YouTube channel has problems broken down. It has the replays of our sessions on, well, my sessions, but it's y'all's too, because y'all make it. Okay. So if you see a problem that's on here tonight and you want to go back to it, it'll be on the channel, okay? So don't try to screenshot it and write it down and like, wait, go back. You can go and view it like at the 0.25 speed or whatever it is. You slow it down, or you can speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, whatever, okay? All right, so we'll start with our weight base tonight. Well, not weight base, PSA. So you know that we start slow and we go fast. Y'all, I'm so nervous. Like, I'm excited but nervous at the same time. You ever been working on something so bad, nursing school, and then it's like when you get to it, you just like, oh my gosh, that's how I feel about the book. So I hope everybody likes it. I hope it's a blessing, and I hope it breaks down problems. Yes, yes. Thank y'all so much for your encouragement. Let's get it started. And yeah, I'm excited. So we gonna do what we gonna do. We gonna do what we gonna do. What is this? That's not what's on there. Okay. It's like that's not what that says. All right. So dimensional analysis is the best, and I don't care what you say. Yes, I am going to show the book tonight. In between questions, I will bring up some of the pages from it. It's over 300 plus questions. It's a step-by-step breakdown. I put hints and puzzle pieces throughout the book, so if you get stuck at one part, then it'll kind of help you through it. I put fluff alerts to help you be able to pick out the fluffs. I'm gonna show y'all. We're gonna get started, and then I'm gonna show y'all. Yeah. It's like 257 pages total, over 300 questions. Yeah, I'm excited about it. 8 days from my first day. Congratulations, everybody who's starting. You got this, okay? We got this. So it's in my bio. Yes, it is in the bio. It's in the bio. It's on my website. So yes, find the BSA of a patient who weighs 138 pounds and is 5 feet 4 inches tall. So this right here requires a formula. It's called the body surface area formula, okay? And you use body surface area to dose old people and young people, so babies and the elderly. Why? Because their metabolisms are different, okay? So in order to accurately dose them, we use the height and weight in this a specific formula. However, you still can use dimensional analysis because the two formulas that are associated with, one is metric and one is US. Okay, so the BSA. Whoa, buddy, what you doing? Okay, here we go. BSA is measured in meters squared. Okay. So the metric formula would be the weight in kgs times the height in centimeters divided by 3,600, and you take the square root of it, okay? Then the US would be meters squared equals the square root of the weight in pounds times the height in inches divided by 31, okay? And you take the square root of that. So which one would y'all rather do tonight? Would you rather do the metric or would you like to do the US measurements? Y'all let me know in the comments. And this is an interactive live. This is a no fear, no tear zone. Okay, we will not shun you. If you get the wrong answer, don't be embarrassed. Nobody's gonna come to your house and knock on your door. I'd rather you get it wrong here and get out your frustrations here and then go rock it in the classroom. And then when they ask you how you did so well, you can say Nursey and her puzzle pieces, okay? Hey. We want to do the US version. And you can't do dimensional. No, Jeremy, these are two specific formulas that you have with body surface area. So the only dimensional part that you would use with this would be to find the height and the weight. And if you convert it to metric by using the metric formula, you would convert your pounds to kgs and your feet and inches to centimeters. So everybody want me to do the US one. So we'll do the US, okay? So we know that we already got 138 pounds. So we don't need to convert that, but we need to convert 5 feet and 4 inches, okay? So if we have 5 feet and 4 inches, so 5 feet 4 inches, it all has to be inches, and then it has to go to centimeters, okay? So we have to convert the feet to inches and then add those together and then convert to centimeters, okay? So what we're gonna do is change this to inches. So our goal will be inches, all right? Does anybody know the conversion from feet to inches? How many inches are in a foot? And I came to say, if you're starting, Learn those conversions right now. Right now, right now, right now is the time, okay? Exactly. So 1 foot is 12 inches. Your conversions are going to be the backbone of your success with dosage calculations. I'm seeing gifts pop up. Thank you. All right. So yes, you must know those conversions, okay? So we know that 1 foot is 12 inches, and then we have what, 5 feet that we're going to convert. So it's like a puzzle. Everything that we're going to do is going to be the same way tonight when it comes to dimensional analysis. Keep in mind, we have to plug it into this formula because it's a specific formula that you have to use. But we're using dimensional analysis to convert our units, so we can plug it into the formula, okay? So therefore, if I have a puzzle box, the picture on that box is what I want my equation to look like, okay? And that's the goal. So our puzzle pieces are these. So your conversions or pieces of information from the problem, or what equals what is in a relationship to each other, okay? And they stay together. So things that are by themselves are on their own puzzle pieces. Things that are together are on their own puzzle pieces. It's not working? Puzzle 20? Oh no, hold on. Let me get IT on the phone. Like, IT, make it work. Make it work, IT, make it work. Are you on the digital one? Hey, be cool. Landra, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Let me know, y'all. Be honest too, okay? All right, so, Vivian, I know you're on here. Can we get IT to see what's on that end on the website? Okay, it worked for Landra, Stanley. Hey, mama. All right, that's my godmom coming on. All right, so listen. We are going to place our puzzle pieces so that it looks like this when it's finished. Everything that's not that has to cancel out, okay? And we're going to do it the same way. Thank you, NK. All right, so what we'll do is we start with what we're looking for on every single problem. We're going to do it the same way. We start with what this tells us to start with, okay? So I have this puzzle piece and it has 12 inches in it. That's how I know I'm going to start with it. So it's on the bottom. I need it to be first and I need it to go on the top. So everything that comes behind it has to cancel out. But you're like, it's on the bottom. You can flip this, because in real life, when you have a puzzle piece, you have to reposition it, right? To fit how you want to put it, right? So it does not change the structure of that puzzle piece. It's just repositioned. It's the same thing for what we're going to do tonight, okay? So we'll do 12 inches equals 1 foot. Now we'll put our feet at the top. So 5 feet over 1, feet cross out. And now you have only inches left. You have to have the same unit of measure on the top and on the bottom. Okay, so we'll do 60 inches. Alrighty. So okay, y'all, I got my folks working on it. It went through for lunch. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, we're working on it. Okay, but thank you so much. Oh my gosh, y'all gonna make me cry on this live. I need the 20. I need you to need the 22. I know, right? Okay, so listen. Now we have inches. So then we can add our other inches that we have, which is the 4 inches. So you combine like terms, and now you have 64 inches. So we're going to turn these 64 inches into centimeters, and we're going to do it the same way. So our goal is going to be centimeters. Does anybody know the conversion from inch to centimeter? How many centimeters are in 1 inch? One inch equals how many centimeters? A little bit too many, Macarena. Bring it down some. Yes, there we go. 2.54 centimeters. Okay, so if we have 64 inches that we are trying to convert, then those are our puzzle pieces. I'm going to start with my centimeters, and I'm at the bottom. Equals 1 inch. And then we'll do our 64 inches. So you see we get everything to cross out except for what we're looking for. And that's the name of the game, putting puzzle pieces together. 2.54 times 64 is 162.56 centimeters. Okay, so now we have our centimeters and our pounds. So what's that? 162.56. All right, I gotta erase. But don't fret. If you're like, wait, I didn't get the conversions, it will be on the replay. And the replay is live now. We've got a couple of people on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in to Studdy Buddy Sunday. Y'all make sure y'all follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel just in case TikTok goes away, okay? Our goal became centimeter because we're looking... Hold on. I switched over. I switched over to the metric. I was breaking it all the way down. Anyways, it was 64 inches. Sorry. I broke it all the way down because I'm looking at this, but we're doing this one. My bad. So we have 64 inches. That was our inches before we broke it down. I just went on ahead and did a whole nother thing, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it, Jennifer. All right, so boom. I get carried away. I like doing it. It's fun to me. And hopefully it becomes fun to you too. All right, so we put our pounds is 138 pounds. And then our inches is 64 inches. And then we'll divide it by 31. And then do the square root. Okay. All right. So, boom. We'll do 138 times 64. Divided by 31, and then you hit equals. Then you hit the square root, okay? And you should get 1.67. 1.67, okay? So square root, well, not the square root. The meter squared is 1.67. So when you have a problem like this, it's 1.679. Let's do some rounding practice real quick. If this asks us to round to the nearest hundredth, what would our answer be? 64 inches was when we converted the feet and we converted that to inches, and then we added the other 4 inches, and then I kind of went farther than that and converted it to centimeters, but we only needed inches because we're doing, y'all asked me to do the US version, right? So that's where the 64 inches came from, because you have to convert, you have feet and inches, so you have to convert all of your feet to inches because that's what the formula calls for. If you want to purchase a book and the link, thank you. Appreciate it, right? So if we rounded this to the nearest hundredth, it'll be 1.68 because this is the hundredths place. You go to the right? And then you see if it's 5 or more, you raise the score. If it's 4 and below, it's a no-go. So it was 9. So you bump that up by 1, and then everything else behind it falls off, okay? I'm not in nursing school yet, but I would love to learn ahead of time. Okay, well, you're in the right place. Y'all want to do one more? BSA problem? See, it's just a simple formula. You just have to do your conversions, okay? So that's why they matter. Conversions matter. All right, thank you for the roses, Kevin. Appreciate it. Y'all, go ahead and tag yourself, Mr. Kevin. That is the NCLEX extraordinaire, okay? He is going to help you break down your NCLEX questions, your nursing questions, show you how to answer them, okay? Because it's not enough to know the content in school. You have to know how to apply it and see what the question is asking you, okay? So, y'all make sure you follow Kevin. He does live sessions as well. Him and Nurse Amber, Glamber, they tag team. BSA means body surface area. Okay. All right. So this one is for a patient weighing 80 pounds and is 42 inches tall. Which one do y'all want to do? Do you want to do the metric or do you want to do the US? Y'all let me know in the comments. I have to watch when you do a new equation. Okay. So I always kind of start with a conversion on my live sessions and then get into harder questions. So this one's kind of covering a little bit of like the easy peasy then and the medium stuff, but it's not really hard. You just have to plug it into the formula after you convert. So y'all want to do US again? Okay. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. So we already have pounds and I wrote centimeters. Slow down. I guess my nerves are getting me, y'all. I had a Red Bull. I know, don't come after me. I was just so nervous about today. I don't know. I'm all over the place on the inside. You just don't even know. All right. So boom. 80 pounds times 42 inches divided by 31. And you see, you didn't even have to convert for that one. Yeah. Do I have worksheets? I have a whole workbook, Manuela. And for everybody who's on here tonight, you used Puzzle 20 and it's 20% off. And that is immediate download. Now the book is gonna take a minute to ship. It's spiral bound. I'm gonna show y'all a little tidbit from it in a minute. I just wanted to get us started and get us in here. And yeah. Okay. Y'all let me know where y'all tuning in from tonight too. And if you have not told me what program you're in, I've been waiting for years for this book. I ain't studying you, Kevin. I'm not studying you. I have been waiting too. It's a lot of work. Yes, it's a PDF version. 3131. So 3131 is for the formula for US. So this one is metric. This one is the US standard, the measurements, okay? So if you're using the US measurements, it's different than the metric system. So it's 3131 instead of being divided by 3600, okay? So we'll do 80 times 42 divided by 3131 equals, boom. Then you hit the square root, okay? All right. So then we have meters squared equals 1.035. Okay, let's do some rounding practice again. Okay, if we were to round this to the nearest hundredths place, what would be our answer? How can I buy the online version? Manuela, it is in the link that's in my bio. And if you go to abrntutoring.com, it pops right on up too. 1.04. And if you do get the PDF version, all of the updates, if I add new questions, I change stuff, you will get that to your email forever and ever and ever. Amen. And y'all know me, I couldn't rest. It took me forever to take my hands off of it, so I probably am going to change it. So if you do get the PDF version, just know any changes that I make to it, you'll automatically get it in your email. So make sure you put in a good working email, okay? Yes. All right. We'll do 2 more questions and then I'll show y'all the book. How about that? Thank you. I appreciate all of y'all so much. All of the comments, y'all tagging me and stuff, you mentioning me and stuff, you referring me. Honestly, it's just so overwhelming and I'm not gonna cry. Y'all are not gonna make a little small lowercase g out of me. I'm a big G. I'm a capital G, okay? Capital G / nurse C. Let's do it. So this is a heparin problem, okay? Heparin does not have to be scary, okay? Doesn't have to be scary. Just because you see a different unit of measure beside a gram, a microgram, or a milligram does not mean you can't do it, okay? So, like I said, we're going to put together puzzle pieces. So if you're kind of shaky on dimensional analysis, we're going to go through it. We're going to see how we got it. Oh, y'all. I can't, y'all. I can't, y'all. I can't. Oh my gosh. All right. So a client has an IV of heparin, 25,000 units in 500 milliliters of D5W. Thank y'all so much. Infusing at 40 milliliters per hour. How many units per kilogram per hour is the patient receiving if he weighs 72 kilograms? So, reading this question and looking at it, do you think you can solve this problem? If you think you can solve this problem, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't think you can solve this problem, put a 2 in the chat. If you're in the middle, Throw a puzzle piece in there. 1 for yes, 2 for no, maybe is a puzzle piece. And it's okay. Because like I said, this is just us. This is just us. I'd rather you be unsure here. We work it out. We rock it. And then you go to class and you're like, yes, puzzle piece. All right. So, hey, Lindy. Hey. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay. So, listen. What we are going to do after we read every question is see what that question is asking us. And this same kind of process you can apply to all of your nursing school questions too. What is this question specifically asking me? So what is the goal? That's the goal, okay? So the goal is how many units per kg per hour? Yeah, we went live real quick, didn't it? We went from plugging in formulas to saying what in the world, but it's okay. We're going to put together puzzle pieces. No fear, no tears. We do puzzle pieces here, okay? So now we have to find the puzzle pieces. Those are the things that belong together or they're by themselves that's in the problem. This right here is the goal. That's the picture. That's the big picture, right? Just like you want to be big RN, big LPN, big BSN, whatever, right? So that's the picture. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it to me tonight. Not on camera. Not on camera. All right. So listen, if we've got 25,000 units in 500 milliliters, that M makes them together. They go together real bad. Okay. So keep them together, and they go on one puzzle piece. They are one. Okay. So 25,000 units per 500 mLs, okay? That is one puzzle piece, all right? So that's your heparin, that's the concentration. So then it's already going at 40 milliliters per hour, okay? All right, so now we have our patient's weight, which is 72 kilograms, okay? So those are all the puzzle pieces that the problem gave us. So what we're going to do is we start with what it is that we're looking for, which is units. So what puzzle piece is there that has units in it? This one. It's going to go first and it's going to go on the top, okay? If y'all understand that, double tap the live. If that's making sense to you, double tap for me. So we'll do 25,000 units over 500 ml. So we've used this puzzle piece because in real life, once you use the puzzle piece, you can't use it anymore, okay? So now we have milliliter at the bottom. And if you're confused on how to set your problem up, you don't know what comes first, what comes next, this is how we do it, okay? So now we have milliliter at the bottom. This bottom unit is going to go on the top because it's nowhere in the goal. We've already got units at the top. We need to have kgs and hours at the bottom, okay? So I'm going to use this puzzle piece right here. 40 milliliters per hour. So you see my milliliters cross out, okay? So now we have hours at the bottom. That's goal number 2. So the only thing that's left, the only thing that is left is to do the kilograms, okay? So this piece is by itself is single as a Pringle, right? But it's still a puzzle piece. The goal tells me that I need to put it right there at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is put it right there at the bottom. You see, that's what I'm talking about putting together puzzle pieces. And now, what do we have? Units at the top, kg, and hour at the bottom, just like the goal tells us what it wanted. And that's it. So now we can do some math. So if you're not good at math, that does not have to stop you from being an awesome nurse. You can put together puzzles and all you have to do is multiply and divide at the end. So now our equation is set up so that the math is going to math, okay? So we'll do 25,000 times 40 divided by 500 divided by 72. and that's going to be 27.77777. All right. Now, let's round. What if this asks us to round to the nearest whole number? What would our answer be? (28 units per kg per hour). Okay? Yeah. Hold on, what we congratulating? Oh shoot. Congratulations, you about to start. Learn your conversions. Learn your conversions. That's my big thing. You're gonna ask me, oh, what do I need? Do I need this? Do I need that? You need to learn those conversions, because this is what it helps with. Okay? This is called dimensional analysis. Wow, it seems simple when you do it this way. Yes, it is the puzzle piece method. Y'all want to see a couple of pages from the book? Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. Oh my gosh. So y'all, I'm gonna pull it up. So it really, it was a real big journey to do this. I'm so nervous about it. I really wanted it to be everything that it needed to be for nursing students, because I hate the fact that dimensional analysis or dosage calculations, period, is so hard for a lot of people, and it doesn't have to be. So I started off a little bit easy so y'all can see how easy it can be, and then it gets to stuff like what we just saw, right? And we had some twos. We had some twos in the chat. And I said either say 1 or 2. So 1 was that you were positive that you could answer it. And then 2s was like, I don't know. But yes, you can absolutely freak frag nabbit do this with puzzle pieces. So that's the front of the book. All right. Oh, where we going? So those are what some of the practice problems look like. So the book is designed that you can write in if you get the hard physical copy. So you'll have your goal just like we write it out here, and then you can put your puzzle pieces on the side so that you can see what to work with. All right. Bundle of Brook. The replay is on my YouTube channel. So everybody who is here, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can look at the replay. It's also videos there that are broken down too. All right. So table of contents. So of course I had to tell y'all, you can do this. You can do this. All right. So the puzzle piece method, I break down every which way, what kind of step, what it is, what you're looking for, how to identify the fluff, how to put it together. Then, of course, your common routes and abbreviations, a part of a complete order, because believe it or not, some people are not sure what the order entails. And if you don't know that an order has the name of the drug, the dosage of one dose, and then the route, the frequency, and duration, you don't know what to pick from. I believe when you know what's going on, then you know how to better solve the problem. So, yeah. Parts of a complete order. We got rounding practice. I show you how to change it to military time, and I give you several practice problems broken down. Okay, and then conversions, metric, household, weight, distance, and then you got a whole bunch of practice problems. You got your orals, your tablets, your liquids, and your parenterals. Then you got a whole bunch of practice problems. Reconstitution, concentrate on the concentration, the IV flow rates, the IV drip rates, the completion time, your heparin bolus and infusion rates, your weight-based problems, and then I even show you how to break it down with day versus dose, because a lot of people get stuck on that, right? Yeah. Then you've got a whole bunch of problems and the answers, right? Microgram per kilogram per minute. You got your magnesium and your potassium with your OB maternal drips. And then of course, I could not leave out the pediatric safe dose range, because that's a lot of people's Achilles heel, okay? Yes, thank you. I love the way you broke it down, 258 pages. Yes. Yes, thank you. This is God's work through you. I'm proud of you, Kevin. Don't do it. See, look, stuff like that. So if the question is asking for the per dose amount and the order is only for one dose, the frequency is not needed. So you see, I give you a complete problem, right? This is the dose. This is the goal. You don't need the frequency, which has every 12 hours in it. And those little puzzle pieces, those are all throughout the book, showing you little tidbits and hints, okay? All right. And then since the goal is per dose and the ordered amount is per dose, the frequency is not needed. And then a whole example. So I tried to put as much of me in this book that I could. I said it was me in book form. And don't forget, if you have the PDF version that you get, which there is a code tonight, Puzzle 20, you will get all of the updates forever and ever amen to your email, okay? Yes. So yeah, that's it. That's it. And then no, that's not it. So then in the book, I show you how to cross it out, the step by step. You see the goal is highlighted in green, how you set it up. Then you see that little puzzle piece. Like I said, the puzzle pieces are just kind of, hey, this is what you do. This is a hint. Then I have like a little fluff cloud for the fluff alerts, because a lot of these questions are fluffed up, and that's where you get lost in the sauce with the fluff, right? So if there's a puzzle piece with a fraction, leave the numbers in the numerator and the denominator. So I show you exactly what to. But if you have fractions in there, because a lot of people are, I show you just, hey, do like this, and then it's this. So I don't know. I hope y'all like it. I hope you like it. Alrighty, if you're just joining me, I'm Nurse C, a Blessed RN, and this is Study Buddy Sunday. These are live bi-weekly, well, not bi-weekly, twice a week, free tutoring sessions, essentially, so that you as a nursing student can get comfortable with dosage calculations, okay? All right. Hey P. Hey, how you doing? I didn't see you come in here. You're the only reason why I understand using dimensional analysis. The wording sometimes still throws me off. Oh, thank you, Ariana. I appreciate that. And thank you for everybody who's telling me congratulations. You're not gonna break me. You're not gonna break me down. I might cry after I get done, but you ain't gonna see it. You're not gonna see it. You are not gonna see it. And thank y'all so much. I appreciate it so greatly. All right, so let's go on and do some more studying, okay? All right. Woo, weight based. This is my absolute favorite. You can go to the link that's in my bio. Yes. Promo code is Puzzle 20 tonight. Okay. Woo. Thank y'all so much. So, the medication order reads drug B, 30 milligram per kilogram by mouth, Q6H. Okay. The child weighs 40 kgs. Drug B is available in the concentration of 200 milligrams per 5 milliliters. How many milliliters of the drug will you administer to this child? Okay. So, weight based. If you have an order and the order requires a weight of that patient, then you're going to need the 3 P's. The 3 P's are patient, prescription, product, okay? Not the loan that everybody was going to jail for a couple of months ago, but PPP, patient, prescription, product. So you need the patient's weight, you need the prescribed order, and then you need the product, which is the concentration of the medicine that you have available. All right, so first things first, what do? We look for what? The goal. Oh my gosh, we're almost at 10,000 likes. Thank you so much. Okay, so what is this asking us to find? What is our goal, y'all? All right, so our goal is milliliter. So that's what we're looking for. So PPP, the first thing is the weight. So 40 kgs. And then the prescription. So I want to show y'all something, okay? So you see this right here. That's the order. So it's 30 milligrams per kgs. That is for one dose, okay? There is a dose ghost that is floating around behind it. It's invisible, kind of like an understood U, or you know how it's like a coefficient of 1, but you know it's there, but you don't see it. So if it is just that, and it does not have any per day, per hour, per minute behind it, it is one dose, okay? So then this is the route, and then this one is the frequency. So that Q means every. If you see something that has every in front of it, that is the frequency. A frequency is how often you give a dose in a day. This is not asking for how many milliliters for the whole day that you're going to be giving, okay? So therefore, you don't need to know how many doses are in the day. I explained that in my book too, about how to use day versus dose and the frequency. So yeah, we're not going to use that because what? It's fluff. All right, so 30 milligrams per kilogram is our other puzzle piece. Okay, and then finally our concentration of the medicine is 200 milligrams per 5 milliliter. Okay, so if we're looking for milliliter, we're going to start with what it is that we're looking for, which is milliliter. Okay, so this puzzle piece right here has your milliliters in it, and remember, we can flip a puzzle piece to fit how we need it to fit. So it'll be 5 ml over 200 milligrams. Okay, so now we've already got the goal. That's what we're looking for. So we know that everything that comes behind it has got to cancel out. Okay, no math here, just puzzle pieces. So what's the next piece of our puzzle? It's got to have a milligram in it. So this one does. So we put 30 milligrams over your kilograms, your milligrams cross out, and now we have kgs at the bottom. So our kilograms. So the only puzzle piece we have left is the weight, and it's already in kilograms. So 40 kilograms over 1, and everything is now crossed out. So now we can finally do some math, okay? Y'all liking these puzzle pieces so far? Y'all let me know. Oh, thank y'all for 12K likes. I appreciate it. So 5 times 30 times 40 divided by 200 is going to be 30 milliliters, okay? So let me give y'all a little tidbit that will save you some ATP and some time. All right. So I know a lot of you have like tests that you have to pass with 85, 90, 95, 100, and they're timed. Okay. So you need to kind of get through it, right? So instead of multiplying, writing it down, multiplying on the bottom, writing it down, then putting it back in your calculator, that takes extra time. Keep it all in the calculator and do the calculator trick, okay? So what you're going to do is multiply all of your numbers that are in the numerator, okay? So you'll do 5 times 30 times 40. When you get to the end of the line at the top, you hit divide, okay? And now you put all of your numbers in the bottom end, but you'll hit divide in between. So you do 5 times 30 times 40, divide 200. I don't put the ones in because they don't make a difference, okay? And then once you get it all in, you hit the equal sign one time, and that will give you your answer. The calculator trick. And that's also explained on my YouTube channel, okay? All right. Yes, also, why would it be 1? So Vanessa, I put everything that is single and by itself over 1. This 1 is a placeholder. It doesn't change it mathematically because anything that's multiplied by 1 or divided by 1 is going to be itself. It just kind of shows you that, hey, this is boop, in the numerator. So you don't put it on that bottom, okay? Because the whole thing is to get the equation set up to where the only unit is the one that's in the goal. It sets up the numbers so that what's on the top that needs to be multiplied are on the top, and what's on the bottom that need to be multiplied are on the bottom. Okay, so the math is going to math and take care of everything else at the end. You just need to set it up with crossing out and canceling out the units. You're welcome. Now, these are my absolute favorite. What? I dare to ask this because I know dosage calculations is not anybody's favorite, but what are the problems that you like to solve? What kind of problems do y'all like the most? Can I use this puzzle method in school? Heck yeah. It's called dimensional analysis, but I just break it down. I like to relate things to each other because that's how I learned in nursing school. Nurse Mike was my guy, and you know how his videos are. They kind of make you like, who relates the RAS system of the kidneys to a bouncer in the club? That made sense to me, and it stuck with me ever since then, okay? So that's, I like analogies. I like the puzzle pieces. I like learning my conversions like cookie crumbs and cookies with your 1,000 milligrams and micrograms and grams, okay? So yeah, that's what we do here. All right, this pediatric safe dose. I think I got another weight base before I do this one. Let's see. Oh, and another bolus of heparin. Ooh, let's do this one. I'm gonna save the peds for last, okay? All right. Oh, thank you. And y'all are welcome. Let's see, why was the Q6 canceled out? The Q6 was the frequency. Frequency is how often you give a dose in a day. Because we had the dose ghost that was hanging behind the ordered dose amount, you didn't need the frequency because it didn't ask for how many milliliters for the whole day. If it just wanted the milliliter for one dose. So if you're looking for the one dose and you have the amount ordered for the one dose, you don't need how many doses are in the whole day. So therefore that was fluff. And that's what trips a lot of people up because they want to put the 6 in there somewhere, but it needs to go in the garbage because it's fluff. No, don't throw it away. It's important for real life. But for all intents and purposes of solving that dosage problem, it didn't belong. You didn't need it, okay? I take it starting next week. Okay, well, let's gear up. So I will be back on Wednesday night. Y'all make sure y'all be here 8 p.m. Central Time, okay? Drip Factor, Sade, I can do those. Hey, I'm new. Do you do one-on-one tutoring? I absolutely do one-on-one tutoring. You can go to the link in my bio. That'll take you to my website, and we can absolutely hash it out, okay? Why do you switch the numbers from what you wrote on the side? So when I flip them, it's because I'm trying to put my puzzle together, okay? I have my pieces, but when the pieces in the puzzle box fall out, they don't fall into place every time. You have to reposition it and see how to fit it. So if I was looking for milliliters and that was my goal, I know that my goal needs to be first and it needs to be on top, like you. You're going to be on top. You're going to be number 1, A, right? So therefore, you have to flip it. And it's okay to flip it because that's the name of the game. We're just trying to get our units to cancel out and fit together so that everything cancels out except for the goal, okay? Reminds me of statistics. Don't say statistics. I don't like statistics. Oh my gosh. I got through it. I'm struggling a little bit with a problem like this, but infusion time. So I do have infusion time in the book as well. I've got several problems that are broken down step by step and a whole bunch of practice problems after it. So, and we do those on the live as well. Pediatric, be cool. Hey, how you doing? I have pediatric. I got about 3 or 4 of them and they'll be at the end, okay? This Wednesday, yes, every Sunday and every Wednesday night, okay? All right, I love the way you teach and you take your time to explain things. Some people don't like that I talk a lot, but hey, that's why we're here, because we're breaking it down. Don't forget, you will be doing new grad orientation. You got this. Oh my goodness. Y'all better stop trying to push me into school. That's Nurse Kevin getting that master's degree in nursing. I do have a BS in But school right now is not in the cards. All right. A provider orders drug A, 80 micrograms per kilogram per day, to be given every 6 hours for 7 days for a patient who weighs 32 kgs. Okay, drug A is available in the concentration of 10 milligrams per 2 ml. How many milliliters per day will be administered? Okay, let's break it down, y'all. First things first. What is the goal? I see you, Kevin. I'm proud of you too. Yes, and every time y'all pass, we want to celebrate you. We're going to clap it up because you deserve it, all right? Exactly. The goal is milliliter per day. You want to make sure you get all of it, everything that it's asking for, nothing more and nothing less, okay? All righty. So, milliliter per day. What are our puzzle pieces? So you see the order has kg in it, so that means this is weight based, okay? So therefore we need the 3 P's again. So we got to do 32 kgs, 80 microgram per kilogram per day, and then 10 milligram per 2 ml. So that's all. We're sure about those, right? So let me point out some things to you. So this is the order, right? And it says microgram per kilogram per day. That means that is the microgram per kilogram for the whole day. Can you give all of this medicine all at one time? No, because if you keep reading, it says to be given every 6 hours. Okay, so we need to divide it up into doses every 6 hours. So if you have 24 hours in a day and you give this medicine every time 6 hours rolls around, so that's 24 divided by 6. How many doses is that? 4 doses. Exactly. So therefore, you see right here how I have day, right? And then this is asking for day. I don't need to know how many doses are in the day because it's telling me I already have the amount for the day. So guess what that every 6 hours is? Fluff. It's fluff. So you see how the goal helps you pick out your puzzle pieces because you already got the puzzle piece with day in it. Okay, it's fluff. It's fluff. Y'all gonna be in class talking about, oh, that's fluff. Your teacher's gonna be like, what the heck are they talking about? It's fluff. It's fluff. It's fliggity flaggity fluff. That makes sense. Yes, you're welcome. And I break it down just like that in the book. Okay, I try my best. I try my best to put me in book form. Okay, anywho, so now we know that we don't need that other stuff. Fluff is useful information that is important at the bedside, but for all intents and purposes of answering the question, does not belong. If you tried to put that somewhere in there, then you would mess it up. Okay? Where is milligram? Oh, okay. So let's do it, Kimbrisha. Hey, Kimbrisha. All right, so look. What do we need at the top is milliliter, right? So we start with the puzzle piece that has the milliliters. Yeah, you got it, Izzy. You got to convert. Exactly. So we do 2 ml is 10 milligrams. So now we've got milligrams at the bottom, right? But okay, so we got milliliter at the top. So the only thing we need to stay is day. So we're working towards that. So we got to cancel out the milligrams. We don't have milligrams. We have micrograms. So therefore, we need to convert. So my milligrams will go on the top so that they'll cancel out. We know that 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. If you get confused about where the 1 goes, it's going to go by the biggest unit of measure. A milligram is bigger than a micro. A milli is bigger than a micro. Okay? So the 1 goes by the biggest unit of measure. All right. So cancel it out. Every time you write in a puzzle piece, go ahead and cancel out that unit. So you know that that's gone. Okay. So now we can put this there. So 80 micrograms per kilogram per day. So now the micrograms cross out. Okay. So now we can do our kilograms. Boom. And anything that's by itself, I put over 1. That 1 shows you that it's in the numerator, okay? And look, and lo and behold, boom, boom. Everything is now gone except for milliliter on the top and day at the bottom. No math until now, okay? Y'all like that? That was smooth, wasn't it? Oh my gosh, like Christy Yamaguchi on ice in the 90s. I'm telling on myself. All right, 2 times 80 times 32 divided by 10 divided by 1,000. It's going to be 0.512. Did y'all get that? I'm going to do it again because I'm paranoid. Oh, man. I'm like, wait a minute. Is that it? Yep, I got it the same way. And you see how quickly I put it in the calculator and double checked it? That's going to save you some time doing the calculator trick versus writing it down. Write it down. Boom. Okay. All right. So this tells us that we have to round to the nearest 10th. And I show you how to round in the book too. You got quite a bit of rounding practice. So if we round to the nearest 10th, we start at the 10th. We go to its next door neighbor, which is a 1. 4 and below is a no-go. So everything else falls off behind it, right? So 0.5 milliliters per day. And that's the answer. Let me know when you do heparin question. I got one coming up, Michael Perry. Yep. The 90s, exactly. The 90s was a great time to be alive. I grew up in the 90s. I was born in 88, so I was like an 80s baby / 90s baby. Yeah, I see y'all getting these questions right in YouTube. And everybody who is on here, make sure you do subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay? And if this platform ever goes away, I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. All of my socials are in the link in my bio. My website is in the link in my bio. The book, oh my gosh, is in my bio. All right. So, yeah. Well, how do you determine what's fluff and what you need to solve it with? Okay, so the goal is your very best friend to the end. Okay, the goal is what's going to help you put your puzzle pieces together. Let's do this other heparin question, and then I'll do that one. The goal is going to help you put your puzzle pieces together. It's going to help you see what puzzle pieces you need. What do you start out with? What needs to cancel out with? And then what's fluff? If you have day, like I just showed you for an example, the goal had day in it. And we already had the puzzle piece that had day in it. So we didn't need the frequency because what is the frequency? How many doses per day? So we didn't need anything about a dose. So that's how the goal helps you. That's the picture on the puzzle box, okay? So your patient, this is the heparin problem, y'all. Ooh, heparin. Okay, so your patient has an order to receive a heparin bolus of 4,000 units followed by an IV drip of 14 units per kg per hour. Your patient weighs 203 pounds. Where is this? Okay, and you have a heparin vial labeled heparin 1,000 units per milliliter. What will you give your patient for the initial bolus? What will you set your IV pump at for a continuous drip if your 1,000 milliliter bag is labeled 40,000 units of heparin? And y'all, I got about 3 heparin breakdowns showing you how to do the bolus, how you do the drip, and how do you determine how many units per hour that you are receiving. So I tried to cover all of my bases, right? I'm Talisa. Sorry, I PD meant fluid maintenance calculations. Oh, we can do one of those real quick. But if you need to see one, I do have a fluid volume maintenance video on my page. So yeah, I got all like these problems broken down individually. So if you don't want to watch the replay and you're looking for a specific video, it's on the YouTube, and I'm making some more too. All right. So the first thing is first. This does not have to be a bad problem, okay? It's asking for a bolus and then a drip. So what a bolus is a one-time administration of a drug or tube feeding or fluid, okay? So that means it's not going to be drip after drip after drip, hour after hour. It's just one time. So with heparin, what you're doing, because what type of patients get heparin, right? People who have MIs, so STEMIs, STEMIs, heart attacks, and the pump is the heart is not pumping right, so the blood is not flowing right. So what does it do? It clots. People who have DVTs, deep veins thrombosis, people who have PE, pulmonary embolisms, people who have a new onset of AFib, heart is not pumping right. So when the heart doesn't pump right, it clots, right? The blood clots. Those are the type of people on heparin. So we need to get heparin in the bloodstream quick. So therefore, we give our heparin bolus. So we get it in the bloodstream to a level that it works, and then we maintain that level with a drip. So this is what this problem is, giving the initial bolus and then setting up an IV drip. So the bolus part is going to be what's ordered and the vial that it comes out of, and then the drip is going to be the information that has drip by it, which is the 14 units per kilogram per hour, the bag of fluid, and the patient's weight. So let's do the first one, okay? So, therefore, we need bolus. So, our question for bolus is, what will you give your patient for the initial bolus? So, this is the medicine that we will give, okay? It's in milliliters. So, we need to see how many milliliters equals 4,000 units, right? So, our goal is milliliter. All right, so we have 4,000 units right here. That's ordered because it says bolus. So bolus information goes with bolus. Why'd I write a comma? I don't know. All right, so 4,000 units. Okay, and then we have the medicine concentration, which is 1,000 units per milliliter. I even break down what a concentration of a medicine is, because when you go in school, do you really know all of these big words? No, unless you have some prior healthcare experience. All that stuff is a little bit overwhelming, right? All right, so boom, milliliter. That's this one, right? What are we gonna do? We flip that puzzle piece. All right, milliliter is 1,000 units, all right? And then we got unit on the bottom. So we need unit on the top. So 4,000 units, okay? Boom. I didn't put my S. And we put it over 1. So everything is crossed out except for milliliter, right? So 4,000 divided by 1,000 is going to be 4 milliliters. And that's that. That's it. That's it for the bolus, okay? Nothing hard about that one. Just easy peasy, lemon squeezy, no fear, no teasies, puzzle peasies. All right? Yeah, I got bars. Y'all ain't know that, did it? Hey, so now I'm not going to drink a Red Bull and go live ever again because, oh my gosh. All right, so now we'll do the drip, okay? So, the drip. Everything that is associated with the drip in the question, we use the drip. So the bolus is gone, okay? The bolus is in the bloodstream. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. So scratch that out, scratch that out, scratch that out. Okay? So it says how many. So what would you set your pump? So when you see IV pump is always going to be milliliter per hour, okay? Milliliter per hour, because you're giving it on a pump and the pump is calibrated for milliliters per hour. Okay. All right. So now what do we need? This is a weight-based medicine. So we need those 3 P's, not the loan that I could surely use, but patient. So the patient's weight, prescription, the ordered amount, product, the concentration of the medicine, okay? So our patient weighs 203 pounds. Our prescription is this. So 14 units per kilogram of weight every hour. And then we have a 1,000 milliliter bag that has 40,000 units of heparin floating around in it. Okay, so y'all, what do we start with? The goal. The goal tells me that I need milliliter at the top and I need hour at the bottom. Okay, so what we'll do is take this puzzle piece right here, 1,000 ml over 40,000 units. Now I have units at the bottom, so I need units at the top. So 14 units per kg per hour. That was this puzzle piece. So I've used this one. I've used this one. I crossed my units out as I go. And I'm going to erase this because I'm running out of space. Okay. So goal. Milliliter on the top and hour in the bottom. So I got my milliliters, so I need my hours. I got hours. So only thing that needs to cross out now is the kgs, right? I don't have kgs, I have pounds, but I know that there is a conversion from kilograms to pounds, right? So what is that magic conversion? If you don't know that none other conversion, you need to know this one because you'll see it a lot. Come on, Tia, you was waiting. You were waiting right at the door. I knocked and you answered, right? 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Boom. So now the kgs are gone, but the pounds are there. So I can put my 203 pounds. It's by itself, so I'll put it over 1. And everything now is gone except for milliliter at the top and hour at the bottom. So now we can do the math. So remember the calculator trick, y'all. You put all of your numbers on the top, multiply, 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 hit divide, enter all your numbers on the bottom with divide in between and hit the equal sign 1 time, okay? So 1,000 times 14 times 203 divided by 40,000 divided by 2.2 equals 32.29. All right, let's round. Rounding time. If we rounded this to the nearest tenths place, what would our answer be? Yes! Not the whole number, but the tenths place. So remember, you start at the tenths place, you go to the neighbor. If that's 5 or more, you raise the score. If it's 4 and below, it's a no-go. Boom. So it'll be 32.3 milliliters per hour. All right, don't forget that promo code tonight is Puzzle20 in the new PDF book. It's a book, y'all. It's a book. Oh my gosh. So the workbook, of course, is on my website. Tonight, I show you exactly how to break this down piece by puzzle piece, practice problem by practice problems, and then you get to practice those practice problems. So Puzzle20 for 20% off tonight. All right. And if you would like a tutoring session, I also do private tutoring. So I've got some availability up on my website. If you would need to have a private situation where you need to study something specific, okay? All right. Y'all liking this so far? Let me know what's going on. What's going on? How y'all doing? It got a little quiet. I know we're studying and we're in the groove. The code is Puzzle20. Yes, love it. How many new students do we have starting? Because I know I've seen a couple of y'all, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me so much. I love y'all so bad. Me? Okay, congratulations. Oh, yeah. I need this. I have dosage soon. Cool. Oh, wow. Okay. You're a new grad. Oh, congrats. Come on, new grad. Heck yeah. So you got inputs coming up. Make sure you follow my guy, Kevin, the boot nurse. He and if you're in school too, and not just a new grad, but when you're in school too, he does these lives like this. And he breaks down those questions, y'all. And it is such a blessing. I love Kevin so bad. Oh, he's such an awesome person. And he's a good mentor too. He's your big brother. He's your big nursing school brother, okay? I'm new, second week of dosage. Awesome. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate it. I'm therapy, but considering nursing. Okay, well, come on in. Me taking math for meds. Okay, 18 years of CNA experience. Well, thank you for your service, because baby, we be in those trenches, and I definitely appreciate all the CNAs and PCTs. I see you, Ariana. I see you raising your hand on YouTube. Okay. Does dosage start in fundamentals? I've seen where dosage was his own class, but yeah, you usually start out the straight out the gate like fundamentals. Exactly. First exam is on the 9th. Ooh boy, here we go. 7 months into your program, you're almost there. Take your NCLEX. Be precious. You know you got to come back and tell us that you use the big nurse around here. I need to better my math skills. Okay, well just we're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on the puzzle pieces. Okay. All right. Boom. So this one is a weight base. It looks a little bit fluffed up, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. But that's okay, because we're going to use our puzzle pieces and we're going to get through it. I'm telling y'all, dimensional analysis, besides like the one that we started off with the BSA, because it was his own specific formula, you can get through it. Okay. So you see how the goal and the pieces, they fit together. So it's less intimidating, right? All right. So the patient has a drip running at 45 milliliters an hour. Okay. The order is for drug D, 400 milligram in 500 mLs of D5W to run at 5 to 15 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Okay. The nurse started the dopamine, which is drug D, the D, at 8 micrograms per kilogram per minute. The patient weighs 205 pounds. If the rate is increased to 9 mics per kilogram per minute, what rate should be set on the IV pump? Okay, so remember what I said about IV pump? Milliliter per hour. Blues clues. All right. So therefore, our goal, that's the first thing, is milliliter per hour. This had a lot of information in here, but let's look at it. All right. So this just tells us that this is where it's at right now. Okay. That's what's going on right now. Okay. You've got drug D, which is the concentration of the medicine, and it's running, and the order is for it to go from 5 to 15. So they gave you a range. When you have a range and you can change it, it's called a titration. Titration is just big word for being able to change the rate. Okay. So that's what you can change it to. As little as 5, as much as 15. Okay. The nurse started it at 8. All right. So remember, we said it's already going, and she started it at 8 micrograms per kilogram per minute. The patient is 205 pounds. So if they increase it to 9 mics, so this is what we want the rate to be, 9 mics per kilogram per minute. How many milliliters per hour is that? So doesn't this look like a weight base that we need the 3 P's? So our patient's weight is this. Our order is going to be this. And our medicine is this. And then I'm going to use this to do that and get rid of all that other fluff. Do you see how we use the goal to get rid of everything else that did not belong? PPP. You just got to pay attention. You know how to read, and you know how to write. You know how to arithmetic. You can do this. So all that other stuff did not matter. We want to know how fast it will go if you have that for this weight and this medicine. Okay. All right. So now we're going to set it up. So milliliter. So 500 ml over 400 milligram. Okay. Now, do I have milligrams? No, I have micrograms. So therefore, I need to do my conversion. So remember, one goes by the biggest unit of measure. 1 milligram is 1,000 micrograms. Okay, boom, boom. So now I could put my 9 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Boom, boom. You see, I'm just going step by step, crossing out the units that are not in the goal. So I start with what I'm looking for so I don't have to go find it. And then I'm just trying to get to hour. So kg's got to cross out. I don't have any kilograms. I've used this. So I'll do my 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Cross it out. Now I can put my pounds up there. Boom. Put it over 1 because it's by itself. Cross it out. And the only thing that's left now is minute. I know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So that's the last step. 60 minutes, 1 hour. Boom, boom. Now I'm at what? Goal. And that's it. No math. No math until now. And all of your conversions are taken care of. You didn't have to pre-convert and divide by 2.2 and move the decimal this way and move the decimal that way. Up there doing decimal like this. No, it takes care of all of it. So you just have to pick up your calculator one time. And we're going to do the calculator trick so we don't have to write it down. Because these numbers can get really big, right? All those zeros. What if you forget a zero? What if you add a zero? You know, a zero can make the difference between an answer being right and being too big or too small, right? So 500 times 9 times 205 times 60 divided by, look at that big number. You want to write all of that down and then have to put it back in the calculator? No, keep it in the calculator. Hit divide, okay? 400 divide 1,000. Look, it's getting smaller and smaller. Boom, divide 2.2. I don't put the ones in because they don't make a difference. Equals 62.89777 something. Yeah, so we got 62.89. So what if we rounded this to the nearest whole number? What would our answer be? The 3 P's are patient, prescription, product. Patient's weight, your prescription, which is your order, and your product, which is the medicine. All right. I see y'all. Girl, what? I didn't know you could you could divide like that. See, TikTok is good. Y'all make sure y'all have subscribed to my YouTube channel, you guys, because if it goes away, we don't get to study like this anymore. But I'm already over there and I do lives and I stream the live like right now. And you have the replays and then we can, walk away and defeat dosage in 2025. So what's the key in identifying the fluff? This right here. That right there. That right there. That is your best friend to the end. I promise you. I think I missed some. I think I missed some comments. It makes sense now. Cool. These problems always confuse me until now. Hey you. Yeah, I can do a drip fat. I'll throw one in there. I gotta find one. Oh goodness. Y'all be typing too fast and I just be in my own little zone doing these dosage calc problems. I went back to school at 50 years old. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. You still got the activity of your limbs and a sound mind. Get it. Okay. I pray you do the best that you can do. And I was an LVN program and came out short 3% and couldn't progress in the program. I was asked to return and retry. Heck yeah, failure ain't final until you quit. Delay is not denial. I failed in my last semester of LPN school by 2 points. 15 years later, C. Burkett, BSN, RSN, RN, author. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Y'all ain't gonna make me cry. You're not gonna make me cry. Remember tonight, puzzle 20 for the PDF. Okay. Alrighty. Why? I think I answered why the other stuff was fluff, Naya. It's intimidating. Don't let it be. It's just puzzle pieces. It's puzzle pieces. You make it so easy. I just got confused on how to know what we don't need. Yeah. So we look Sunday nights, Wednesday nights. This is the place to study with me. Of course, if you want a one-on-one, I am available for private tutoring. I'll try to make my resources as affordable to nursing students as I can. So if you need to reach out for a session, then you can send me a message or you can email me on my site. You back and ready, Sam, the bougie nurse. I'm ready for you, girl. I'm ready for you. Wait, how do you do the multiplying and the dividing? So the calculator trick, you put in all of your numbers on the top. So you do 500. I don't put the ones in because the ones don't make a difference, okay? 500 times 9 times 205 times 60. Then you hit divide. And then you put your numbers in the bottom. 400 divide 1000 divide 2.2. Those ones I don't put in, so then it's equals. And that's how you get your answer without ever have to write it down. Ever having to write it down. I can't talk now. How do we join your page? Well, you can follow, and you can follow here on TikTok, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. I also have quizzes, and I'm adding more quizzes to my site. It's just been a journey, y'all. I've been trying to get this book finished for so long. Like, I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I got 3-year-old and 11-year-old daughters. It's been Christmas. Like, I'm a business owner. I take people back and forth to the doctor full time. Like, I'm not at the bedside, so it's been a lot. So I'm trying to, like, the website has been updated to my from my incredible team, my brother and my sister-in-law, their team ABRN. So they've been helping me rock this out, y'all. So more resources, more videos, a better user experience. Of course, the book, which was me in book form. So we gonna pass. We gonna defeat dosage. Okay, that is not gonna be your portion. All right. The 3 P's are patient, prescription, product. Patient's weight, the prescription, which is your order, and your product, which is your medicine. All right, so I'm gonna do these 3 peds, and then I'm gonna throw a drop per minute, and then I'm going to bed because I got to get up, and it's Monday. Whoever came up with Mondays, I don't know about them. I'm side-eyeing, okay? All right, so listen. Pediatric safe dose problems, okay? What we are going to do is put our nurse hat down and put our investigator hat on. You have been given an order. You have been given the safe parameters. You're trying to see if that order is in that safe parameter. Y'all, we got 18K likes. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. All right, so let's look and see what we got going on. Doctor orders drug A, 350 milligrams IV every 4 hours. The child weighs 35 pounds. The safe dose range for this medication is 25 through 75 milligrams per kilogram per day. Is this a safe dose for this patient? Okay, so since I have my per day, this is going to tell me the amount that I can give for the what? Day. Okay? Y'all have to pay attention to the details on these problems, on all of your problems, because that's where the juice is, the units and the details, okay? So what I'm going to do is see what is the least amount in a day that they can receive, what is the most that they can receive, okay? And then I'm going to see if my order, which is this, so we don't touch this. We don't touch this until the end, okay? I know a lot of people want to do something with the order. Don't touch it. Don't touch it to the end, okay? First thing we're going to do is see what this is according to what the patient weighs, okay? So I am going to be looking for how many milligrams per day. And I have to do 2 separate problems because I need a minimum and I need a maximum, okay? That's what range means. You got limits, right? Hey Jennifer, I do record. I am live on YouTube now, but as soon as we get done studying, the replay will be available. So definitely subscribe, like, chat, share, do all of it. Thank you. All right. So what we'll do is take the minimum amount first. So what's our patient weight? 35 pounds, and then we've got 25 milligrams per kilogram per day. So aren't you going to take the weight and divide it by 2.2? I'm not going to take the weight and do nothing to it, because you know why? The equation is going to do the work for you. Work smart, not hard. You see how I pick up this calculator one time and I'm done? Yeah. No room for error. No room for how many decimals to cut it off. Do I round it up? Do I round it down? I'm not going to round nothing until the very end, okay? All right. So what we're going to do is start with milligrams, because that's what's on the top. Remember, what the goal tells you to start with, that's what you start with first and on the top. So I'll do 25 milligrams per kilogram per day, okay? So now I need kilograms to go, because you see milligram is already on the top, day is already on the bottom. So the only thing that needs to go is kg. I don't have kg, I have pounds. So I'll do my conversion. 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. And now my kgs cross out and I can put my 35 pounds right here. And because it's on a puzzle piece all by itself, I put it over 1. That 1 is a placeholder to show you that it's in the numerator, okay? Don't get thrown off by that 1, okay? Now we can do the math. So 25 times 35 divided by 2.2. That's going to be 397.7. I'm just going to round to the tenths place, right? And that's for milligram per day. So I'm going to do the same exact thing for that 75. So 75 milligrams per kilogram per day times 1 kg over 2.2 pounds. Boom. 35 pounds over 1. Pounds crosses out, and you see we got milligram on the top and day on the bottom, just like the goal. The goal is your friend, okay? All right, so what we'll do is 75 times 35 divided by 2.2 equals 1,193.2, okay? So now let's look at what we got here. 397.7 is the lowest. 1,193.2 is the most that they can receive in the whole day, okay? So, whoa, buddy, need this one. That is the safe zone. Anything that falls within there is safe, okay? This and this is the red zone. So anything less than that, more than the maximum, is toxic, right? So look at the order. The order is, and this is for milligrams per day. So that's for the whole day. Remember, if it doesn't have any indication behind it, this is 1 dose. So 1 dose is 350 milligrams. We are to give this every 4 hours. So 24 hours divided by 4 hours means that there is 6 doses in the entire day. So in order to find out how many milligrams is in the day, I need to times that by my ordered dose, right? So 350 times your 6 doses is going to be 2,100, right? So this is the milligram per day that's ordered. Is that in the green zone or is it in the red zone? Green zone or red zone? Is it safe or not safe? In the red zone, way in the red zone. It's way too much, right? What Britney Spears said, you toxic, I'm slipping under. Oh, call the doctor, because that's too much, okay? That is how you do these problems. You see what's the green zone, what's the red zone, and where does the order fall, and that's it. Okay? Y'all like that? I show you how to do it in the book, and I give you breakdown and questions. So remember tonight, puzzle 20 for the PDF. I would like to think the goal would be milligram per kilogram per day. No, because milligram per kilogram per day is how much that they would receive per body weight. Okay, so you've got an order. That order is the amount. Okay, milligram per kilogram per day is the safe recommended dose according to how much that patient weighs. So hold on, I gotta put my puzzle piece. So I weigh different from what you weigh. So we wouldn't get the same amount. So my safe dose range will be different from your safe dose range, okay? So that's why we're trying to figure out the milligrams that is safe. So that's why we found out the milligrams. And sometimes they'll ask you per day, and sometimes they ask you per dose. You just have to pay attention to the verbiage. Okay? Do I have a conversion sheet? Yes, on my website under the quizzes and resources tab. Okay. Y'all good? Y'all got any more questions on this one? Y'all want to do another one? I want to do another one. You want to do another one? We gonna do another one. All right. All right. The 2100 came from the 350 milligrams was one dose. We were to give one dose every 4 hours. So we know that there are 24 hours in a day. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So you would give that 6 times. So 350 times 6 is 2100. And it was way too much. Way too much. Way too much. All right, so the doctor orders IV drip. I'm gonna wake up and be serious and scare the heck out of everybody. All right, doctor orders an IV drip for a child that weighs 88 pounds. The safe dose range for this medicine is 5 to 20 mics per kilogram per minute. What is the safe dose range for this child? Okay, so we need to know what's the safe dose range, right? So this is microgram per kilogram per minute. So we need to see how many micrograms they will be able to get. All right. So our goal, whoa, what is this? Okay, I'm sorry. I got distracted. Squirrel. Micrograms, right? 2.2. I don't know what it is yet. I ain't did it. All right. So look, we are just going to take this. Yes, for the conversion. Yes, 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. I got you. So we're going to take this, and then we're going to take this separately, and we're just going to see what the range is. This is not asking about if it's safe or not. It just wants us to find what the safe dose range is. Okay? All right. So this is going to be microgram per kilogram per minute. What am I writing? I'm going too fast in my head. All right, so look, we'll do 88 pounds. So we'll do 5 micrograms per kilogram per minute. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to start with our micrograms. Okay, per kilogram per minute, and then we'll do our 1 kg is 2.2 pounds. Okay, and whoop, we'll put our 88 pounds over 1. And that's going to give us how many micrograms per minute, okay? So we'll do 5 times 88 divided by 2.2. So they can get 200 micrograms per minute. That's the least that they can get, okay? The most that they can get would be 20 mics per kilogram per minute. 1 kg, 2.2 pounds, 88 pounds over 1. Okay, so it'd be 20 times 88 divided by 2.2. So it'll be 800. So for these that just ask for the range, you just give it the range. You just put it in and do your conversion. And that's what it is, okay? It's not asking us to see how safe it is, right? So 200 to 800 micrograms a minute is how much they can get for how much they weigh. All right. Woo woo. One more, and then I'll do a drops per minute. What do we identify the goal in this problem without getting confused? So that one was asking for the range. So you had to do a weight based on that one. So the only thing that crosses out on that one is the weight. So that's just going to tell you how many micrograms that you can give per minute. And if you didn't know like the per minute part, you could have just put microgram. The minutes, there is no time there. So there is no time puzzle piece. So you don't have a puzzle piece to put there. So that's just microgram per minute. Okay. And even if you did, like, and that's why I like the puzzle pieces so bad, because if you try to put something that doesn't belong, it won't fit. It won't fit at all. Okay. All right, so doctor orders 200 milligrams of drug A every 8 hours. The child weighs 50 pounds. The safe dose range for this medicine is 5 to 10 milligrams per kilogram per dose. What is the safe dose range for this child, and is the dose safe? So what's the difference in this wording? Dose. So this just tells us this is the amount for one what? Dose. And we are looking for, is the dose safe? All right. So our goal is going to be how many milligrams per what? Dose. I know I keep saying dose because I want you to see it's for not the day, but the dose. So because this is the dose, right? Remember what I said about frequency? You identify a frequency with every in front of it. That's how many doses is in the day. Is this asking for milligrams per day? Or how much is the daily dose? No. So this is fluff. We don't need that because this is for one dose. Okay. Every in front of it. That's how many doses is in the day. Is this asking for milligrams per day? So put the milligrams on the top, right? So 5 mg per kg. Oh no, it's stuck on here. Okay, there we go. Per kg per dose. Now we've got our patient's weight in pounds, so we have to put in our conversion. You got to know your conversion. The best thing I can tell you to do as a student who is about to start school is to know your metric conversions on this side of TikTok where we're doing med math. Now, for the other fundamentals and med surge and all that stuff, we can talk about that afterwards. But as all intents and purposes for med math and dosage count, know your conversions. Okay? All right. So then we'll do 50 pounds over 1. Pounds crosses out. And now you have milligrams per dose. Okay? So we'll do 5 times 50 divided by 2.2, which is 113.6 milligrams per dose. And I'm going to do the same with my 10. So 10 milligrams per kg per dose times 1 kg per 2.2 pounds, and 50 pounds over 1. Kg crosses out, pounds crosses out, and you're left with milligram on the top and dose on the bottom. That's your puzzle, okay? So we'll do 10 times 50 divided by 2.2, and that's going to be 227.3 because it's 27, so I just rounded to the tenths place, okay? So now we have 113.6 to 227.3, okay? Milligrams per dose. So that is the green zone. Okay, anything less or more is the red zone, right? So our order is for 200 milligrams. That's how much one dose is. Okay, does it fall in the green zone, verde, or does it fall in the red zone, rojo? Y'all let me know. Is it safe or not safe? It's safe because it falls in here. Okay, makes sense. Is it becoming a little bit clearer? My Sherry Amore. So there are general rounding rules that your institution should give you, or if you're taking a HESI exam or ATI exam, they will let you know what to round to. Generally, what I have seen, what they do is round to the 10th place. But you round to whoever has the power to pass or fails you tells you to round. Okay? All right. So those were all the ones I had. Somebody asked me to do a drop per minute question. So I'm going to find one of those real quick. Oh, drop per minute. And we'll do that, and then yeah, that would conclude tonight. Let's see. Drop per minute. Ooh. Interesting. Does your dosage book cover all dosage? We would need yes. It goes from metric conversions. It goes from metric conversions. We got military time. We've got the capsules, tablets, oral, parenteral. You got your IV drip rates, your flow rates, your completion time, your weight base, your microgram per kilogram per minute, your OB, Pitocin, and magnesium problems, your heparin, bolus, and drip, and you got your safe dose range. She said you got me. Make sure you use puzzle 20. All right. Hey, I'm new to you. Your video saved somewhere. Where can I go back and watch? Hey, Juju. So yeah, we're live on my YouTube channel. So A Blessed RN. All of my socials are in my link in my bio. They're the same across everywhere except for Instagram. It's like a.bliss.rn. But definitely my videos are saved. The replays are streamed on YouTube and saved there, so you can go back and view the replay. Also, if you need a specific type of problem that you're looking for, you gonna find it. And if not, then we gonna put it up there. All right. So this one is a drop per minute. So drop per minute. Okay, let me tell you this. Okay. An IV, you can give two ways. You can give it in a pump, or you can give it via gravity. Via gravity means that it's just dropping in that drip chamber. And you have to count how many drips every minute will give the amount that's ordered, okay? So that's what drop per minute means, okay? So remember when I said milliliter per hour is Blue's Clues for when you see pump? So when you have a drop factor, which is drop per milliliter, that's how many drops it will take to give 1 milliliter in your IV tubing, then that's drop per minute, okay? So it's either going to be milliliter per hour or drop per minute. Either way, it is volume, how much to give the patient over time, how long to infuse or to give it in, okay? All right, so let's look at this. D5 normal saline with 20 milliequivalents of KCl, which is potassium chloride, which you really shouldn't give on a drip, but hey. 750 mLs is to infuse at 75 milliliters per hour. On hand is IV tubing with a 15 drops per milliliter drop factor. Calculate the flow rate in drops per minute. You right, Sam, the bougie nurse, because you can't divide a drop You either have a drop or not, right? So our goal, first thing is first, is drops on the top and minutes on the bottom. That's what we're trying to get. Remember, volume over time, okay? So we got a little bit of fluff going on in here. So remember I said volume over time. Do we have something in here that's already volume over time? That's paired? Yeah. This is telling us how fast it wants it to go, okay? So is this asking for a milli equivalent? Mm-mm. Okay? Fluff. Volume, which is milliliter or liter, right? Over time, hour or minute. And we need the drop factor because that has your drops in it, right? So 15 drops per milliliter. That's the only two puzzle pieces you need. Don't get caught up in by the fluff and seeing milli equivalents. I wrote it out one time. It was like MEG. I was like, no, it's milli equivalents, not meg stallions. MEGs is MEQs, right? Don't get thrown off by those units that you're not familiar with. If it's on the top, it's on the bottom, it's going to cross out. But if it's not asking for milli equivalent in the goal, it doesn't belong there. That's why I meant by this is going to be your best friend, the goal, okay? All right, so the goal tells us that we have to start with drops on the top, right? So that's this puzzle piece. So 15 drops per ml. That's our puzzle piece. We've used it already. Now we got to have milliliters on the top because that's not part of the goal. It's got to cancel out. So 75 mLs per hour. Milliliter crosses out. Boom, boom. Now we got hour on the bottom. My goal tells me I need minute on the bottom. So I know that 1 hour is 60 minutes. Boom, boom. Drops on the top, minutes on the bottom. And now we have goal. That's it. A lot of people get freaked out by these questions, the drops. I don't know if it's like the time difference and trying to do that, but it's the same thing, the same way that we've been doing all of these problems. We done did 4 or 5 different types of problems, and all except for BSA because that was the formula, but we still use conversions the same way to find the metric conversion units, right? Same way. So we'll do 15 times 75 divided by 60. It's going to be 18.75 drops per minute. So you've never walked in the kitchen and saw 3/4 of a drop and then it just kind of, if you did, you called a young priest, the old priest, the middle-aged priest, and you get up out of there. It's either a 1 drop gonna fall or not. So you have to round these to the whole number. Now I have seen instances where they don't want you to round, but you round to however they tell you to round. But you usually round to the whole number, okay? I've seen some crazy stuff doing some tutoring sessions with people from all over the US. And I'm like, they don't want you to round? Fine, we're not gonna round. Whoever has the power to pass fail you. But I'm here to say you can't divide a drop. So I'm going to round to the nearest whole number. So in this case, because this is the whole number, you go 1 decimal place to the right. It's a 7. So 5 or more, you raise that score by 1. So it'll be 19 drops per minute. Yeah. And don't forget to round, and don't forget to do this part right here. You have to label, especially on those written exams. They will count off and you will be so upset because you got to do your second attempt because you didn't round and you didn't label. And I don't want to see that happen to you. I want us all to defeat dosage in 2025, just like we did in 2024. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's that. And so this was the book. Tonight was the promo with the puzzle 20. So in there I show you exactly how to set it up, break it down step by step. Yes, that is the front with my puzzles on there. You know I love pink. I even got my 3-year-old talking about pink is the best, mommy. Pink is the best. It is. I love pink. It's me. right? So I tried to make it like myself in book form. So of course I had to give you pink. I'm sorry for the guys. If you want to carry around this book and write in it, or you have the PDF version, it's pink. I love it, right? So you see how you've got your IV completion times on there with your micrograms and your milligrams and your epi and your norepi, right? And then the table of contents, I tried to cover as much as I could. I thought it was all inclusive. Now, the ones that are formulas, they're not in there because this is dimensional, okay? So that's your tube feeding dilution. You have to use ratio and proportion for those sometimes. Your your fluid volume maintenance, because that's a formula too. Your BSA, because that's a formula too. And then what's the other one that I'm thinking about? It's late. I don't know. But it's another one that's formulas, right? So you can go to the link in my bio. And yeah, the PDF is available for download. The print, it takes a minute to get there. It'll ship to you if you like to write in it. But you're more than welcome to put it on your iPad and upload it as PDF, and you can write on it there. Yes. So we've got military time. I show you how to change it to and from military time. So I give you your basic kind of skills so that you can use them for the rest, because we do have IV completion time in the back of the book. So I start off easy and then it gets harder. And then you got all your questions, you got all your answers, and you've got broken down problems. So we've got conversions, you got your tablets, reconstitution. What is fluff? So you got little puzzle pieces and fluff clouds to show you and give you hints and stuff, right? Flow rate, your drops per minute, your IV completion times, your bolus and your heparin, weight based. And I tell you how to do day versus dose, microgram per kilogram per minute, your OV maternal drips like your magnesium and your pitocins, and then of course your pediatric safe dose range, save the best for last. See, this is the stuff that's in there. So it's very kind of and broken down, this is this is that. This is how you do it. Okay? We defeating dosage all 2025, baby, with these puzzle pieces. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard. So yeah, that's just a little look-see at what I got. Y'all, I really appreciate everybody being on the live and sharing. We got 22K likes tonight. Y'all make sure that you follow me here, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel, because that's where you can view the replays. Thank you, YouTubers, for whoever has turned